Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this Laravel video tutorial we will learn that how we can get the data from database table and show on the HTML page. So this is my database with the name of blog, my table name, members, and here you can see that there is around 8 records and we will show these records on the Laravel HTML page. And this is my running HTML Laravel. So first of all we need to create a model, controller and view, and after that we will fetch the data from the database table, show on the HTML page, and at the last I will ask you a question about the model, and you can just attempt this intro question in comment box if you want. So now let's get started with the code. Alright, so first of all, as I told you, we need 3 files: view, controller and model. So now let's start and make a view file here. So let's say my view file name is list.blade.php, right? And I'm just going to write here h1 tag, and just we can write here members list or some other text, whatever we want, right? And let's make it clear it. And now first I'm just going to create controller. So write php artisan make controller, and controller name, let's say my controller name is member controller. Hit it, controller is created. You can just check it out inside the app http controller and member controller. I'm just going to make a function here. Let's say my function name is show, and from here I'm just going to return view, right? So just put the view name, which is list here, right? And now let's go to the web.php in the routes folder so that we can just set up the route for controller. So just write here use app http controllers and controller name, which is member controller. If you want, you can just copy it from here, or you can just write it, but it should be the same name because we are importing that one controller. So just write here member controller and put it semicolon. Now let's make a route for it, route, and just put here get method. Route name you can put anything. I'm going to put here list, and in the second parameter there should be an array, and just put here member controller colon class, because this is the class, and in the second parameter let's put here function name show, right? Everything is fine. Now let's try to access list route, and we can see that we got the member list, which is coming from the list table, list blade page. So now we need to create a model. So what should our model name, right? So as you can see that our table name is members, then our model name should be member. Why? Because in the Laravel there is a mapping between database table and the model. Database table should always be plural and our model name should be singular. So yes, if this condition is not matched, we can put the table name manually, but if this condition is and mapping is matched, then we don't need to put here our table name inside the model. So just write here php artisan make model, and model name will be member, right? Because my table name is members. So just write hit here, and it will be created inside the models folder. Here you can see that. And if our table name and model name route mapping is not matched with like singular and plural, then we can put here table name also, right? And now let's just go for the .env file and let's check out the configuration. I already told you about the configuration in the previous video, but again I will tell you if by chance if you missed that. So our database name is the blog, and here you can see that it's blog. So in your case database name it might be different, then you can put your database name here. Then username and the password, and same case with the password, maybe your password is a different, or maybe it's 99% there is a chance if you are not modified it will be blank, right? I modified my password and make it that, right? Again, database configuration is done. You just need to just change these three properties if you want. And now let's import your model name in the controller. So just simply put here use app models and your model name, which is member. And now let's just return here. You can just comment this line for a moment and just put here member : all. That means let's show the old data here. So now let's check it out what we get here. Now you can see that we got the old data here. And now let's just store this data in some variable like data or whatever you want. And in the view, let's add a second parameter and make a key and value pair. So just use here members key or whatever key that you want to use, $data. Now our data has been passed in the list.blade.php, and now just make a table here. In the table let's use a tr, td, let's put here id, and some more like name, email, and address, right? Now let's make a copy of it, because to that tr I'm just going to making heading, and on second one I will going to make it dynamic. So what we are able to watch here now you can see that we got two records in table, static records in table, but this is not look like table. That's why I'm just going to add a property border 1, and now every column and the row have the border now. So now let's make it dynamic. For that, what we need to do, we need to use here @ for each $members. As you know where this member is coming from this one, right? These members actually become here a variable as $member, and let's make it and for each, and here you can just put this table simply here. And now you can see that we got the dynamic data, but still text is dynamic table, but data is still static, right? So now let's just simply use here $member id. Now id will be dynamic, and let's put the name here like name, email, and at the last we can put here address. And now our all data is dynamic here. You can see that. In the next video I will show you that if we have, let's say, lots of record like 100, 200, then how we can add the pagination here, right? So thanks for watching this video. Now it's time to interview question. So what property I need to use inside my model to connect with the different table name with the different model, right? If they are not mapped with the singular and plural way, then what property I need to put here? The answer of this question I already told you in the previous video. You can watch the previous video if you don't know, and if you just want to ask me in the comment box, then you can ask me in the comment. So bye bye for a moment. Take care.